Hello and welcome to today's historic best of 3 deck tech and gameplay video on Goblin Tribal. Goblin Tribal is exactly what you would think from the name. It likes goblins and likes to hit people in the head. Now, we have a split in this deck of the sort of combo potential of like Muxus and War Chiefs and Krinkos that gives us a somewhat combo out by generating a sufficiently large board. We also just have some more grindy goblins that came out, cards like a Munitions Expert and Sling Gang Lieutenant, and even the new Runevelt Horde Master to help give our deck a little more longevity and staying power, whereas the older school mono red all-in on Muxus combo version is a little one-dimensional. This deck can go a little bit longer and can play more akin to like a mid-rangey matchup if it needs to. Land base, relatively simple, running lots of red and black lands, have some secluded courtyards since all of our deck is goblins anyway, so it's not really that much of an ask, some ruins for some reach, some creature lands for some mana sinks, and a castle locked away in for a little bit of card draw. Sideboard is all relatively understandable, Necromentia for particular combo decks, where you want to just get rid of the linchpin of whatever the combo happens to be, running Leyline of the Void for some opposing graveyard hate, which is admittedly not as useful now, but it's a nice little thing to have. Or not as useful, sorry. Reanimator decks and such and graveyard center decks aren't as common now, so you might want to change this out for a lower rarity thing if you don't have it. Feed the Swarm is usually there for enchantment removal, but if we need to play the controlling matchup, we can also use it as removal spells, Tainted Remedy against life gain decks, Anger against other decks like Goblin, or not, against other decks, not like Goblins, but more like Elves and stuff that can go wider than us and are more removal check gameplay. Crippling Fear does the same thing, and a single copy of Chandra Awakened Inferno and Croxa Titan of Death's Hunger are cards we can bring in against control magic or control matchups to allow us to go a little bit longer, since those decks are particularly adept at destroying what our deck likes to do. And with that all out of the way, remember to like the video if you liked it, sub if you like the content and would like to see more, and if you have any sort of questions like, hey, I don't have, say, Leyline, what can I substitute for, or any other somewhat nice comments, go ahead and put them down below. Now, on to game number 1. And game number 1 with our little Goblin Tribal list. Let's see, 2-lander, but we have 1 and a 2-drop, and our single copy of Skirt to ramp if we need to. And we're on the draw. Yeah, we'll keep it, it's fine. Let's see. Okay, I mean, alright, that doesn't really tell us anything, so we'll go ahead and play basically a dual land and play Prospector and pass. We did draw into our land, which is nice. Wait, what? So is it like Teamer mid-range, I guess? Alright, whatever. Let's see, we'll go ahead and play the Round of Ruins, play the Munitions Expert, go ahead and remove their Tarmogoyf when we have the ability to. Nice thing about Munitions Expert, which is a pretty self-explanatory thing, we can use it as sometimes removal, and for a very linear deck like a Goblin Tribal deck, getting a creature that is on tribe and is also removal is a nice touch. What do we do now? I think we'll go ahead and play Pathway on red and play a Goblin Chieftain. Go ahead and attack with both. Now, if they trade into the Goblin Chieftain, that's fine. If we would have allowed the Ooze to stay alive, they could have very quickly grown out of our range to like realistically interact with.
When I win,
yeah, doing the thing.
haven't you ever heard of personal space?
We'll go ahead and yeah, We'll do Krinko. Why not? There's an argument to be made about playing like a Slinking Lieutenant in case they have more removal, but we're gonna have to sort of stick to our very linear game plan, I think, in this matchup. I mean, a Siege Rhino would absolutely suck to see, it has to be said. Triumph. Go ahead and uptick.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Yes, yes. Very. Hey, alright, that's not bad. We can take that. Alright, Goblin War Chief. Just in case they have another form of removal they want to wait to use. And they didn't give our opponent any sort of priority, so I think we can go ahead and attack first. Kill the Liliana, put the rest in our opponent's face.
I knew this was a waste of time.
There's the Siege Rhino. I knew it was floating around in there somewhere. Let's see. If we do this, it'll make it down to 2. So we can War Chief and Slinking, I believe. Right. Yep, Slinking Lieutenant. Now the real question is, do we attack? I think we'll take a turn off here. Siege Rhino is doing a good job of being just a big creature to get in the way. I'm assuming the reason why they haven't cracked the Fatal Passage is because they have something like a Tireless Tracker. It's not bad. I don't believe he will bother to attack, as he shouldn't. Yeah, we'll just go to turn. Goblin Chieftain's not bad, honestly. I think now we can sort of just attack with Reckless Abandon here. Keep our Lords. There we go. Just in case. And we go on to the next game. Abzan midrange. Probably gonna have a lot of creatures. Like big ones that are like kind of a pain in the butt to get rid of. So maybe we'll just take out some Trash Masters and bring in some Feed the Swarms, maybe? I don't think we want to deviate too much from our plan, since I think against a mid-range matchup, or not a thing, sorry, in my testing with this, hey, I have the bear being weird thing. In my testing, for the most part, oh, never mind. In my time testing the deck, against mid-range kind of matchups, it's usually best to just, oh, that's great. To commit to your linear plan and just kind of run them down. Really? The Bandit Lord? Alright, whatever. Not that bad. We'll go ahead and play the Springs and pass in case they play something that we can kill with a munitions expert. You know, not like that. But that's not that bad.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when you win.
Yeah, why don't you eat up, you know what, eat up the Blood Crypt, why not? And then we'll munitions expert. Hit the Liliana. Doesn't hit. Yeah. Only creatures are enchantments, right? Yeah, I thought so.
You're gonna need
It's not great. It's not great. Particularly slow, which isn't great.
You couldn't be more annoying.
That's not true, Liliana. I very much so can be. We'll go ahead and let him eat up the secluded courtyard. Really, he discards the Siege Rhino. Okay. Oh, he must not have the land. Okay, that's better. Though I wouldn't be surprised if they have some sort of removal spell. But they didn't give him priority, so... No, there it is. You do have priority. Wow. I mean, I guess Doomblade is like the meme, and you know, one of the slang terms we all use. But I don't think Doomblade's that good anymore. Especially in this that has to be the main deck, right? Okay, that's really fucking annoying. Guess we'll get rid of Feed the Swarm since they haven't played any creatures. Hopefully, with a Sling Gang Lieutenant, I can actually kill Liliana. They aren't really. I mean, they're missing land drops, and I'm not that, like, committed. Go ahead and let him sacrifice tokens. Probably has a Fatal Push or something. Oh my god, I just want to kill the fucking thing. Honestly, to get rid of it, I'll sacrifice the Sling Gang. I'm not that committed to this thing. We already don't have the best amount of card advantage in this deck, being a pretty linear aggro deck at the end of the day. That's not great. I mean, it's whatever. It's like not awful. Now it's awful. Yeah, go ahead. Don't love that. Hooray, more lands. That's what I wanted. Now we can start cracking clues. Great. This is like really fucking bad. That's another clue, which isn't great. Just not really hitting what we need. Go ahead and chump block with a token here. Correctly so, they don't attack with the Siege Rhino. Luckily, the tracker doesn't have like trample or any sort of evasion. It's just a big body. Muxus is exactly the top deck we wanted. Hopefully, it hits something like a good hit. Like that. That's a good hit. Yeah, go ahead. Let's see. Let me do. I'm actually gonna target the Siege Rhino here. This way, we can attack like this. Now we want crit code trigger first, so Muxus gets bigger on resolution. And now, once it dies, we can take the Mons trigger and target the Siege Rhino. And now we have a big old board that can actually make some shit happen. Which is kind of great. I think we've sort of... I mean, luckily we top deck into, like, you know, the nut draw of hitting a Muxus. You've got to be fucking... I'm going to get rid of the tracker at least. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... I actually do like the Mihawk Massacre. I was about to say, yes! Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was gonna be way worse. But a pretty good game, and honestly, a pretty interesting deck from our opponent. Now we'll go on to game number 2. And game number 2 with our little Goblin Tribal list. Is this the Dominaria United board? Or is this Strixhaven? I don't think I've ever gotten... Okay, this is Strixhaven, right? I think I've ever been on this board. That's really pretty. Whichever one it is, it's very pretty. 2 lands, nothing to do on 2, kind of a heavy hand. We'll mulligan. That's yeah, that's better. I think we'll go get rid of old Pashilic Mons here. Another red-black Pardon. Target opponent reveals each non-creature, non-land. You choose a card revealed this way. Discard that card, you lose 2 life. If they didn't reveal a card this way, you draw a card. Not bad. Not bad. Go ahead at Den of the Bugbear this turn, and probably play the Springs next turn. This way we can keep open some sort of interaction if we need to. I haven't really sussed out what our opponent's deck is trying to do. So we'll keep the munitions expert. I'm on the fence about it, but I think that's the right play. Go ahead and play a War Chief. See if they have a removal spell, which they probably do. Or not. At least not that I could tell. Hazoret's Monument. Very nice. I unironically enjoy seeing people's like creativity come out where it can. This person is trying something out. I think though, isn't this just like a better duress? Like a strictly better duress? Was each well, okay, I guess I don't see the whole hand. Yeah, I think it's just strictly better duress. As far as I can tell, anyway. Well, minus the no, not strictly better. The losing 2 life parts relevant. Since our opponent isn't really interacting with our board, I think we'll just commit again to being linear. Kill him this turn? I think we do, actually. Yep. We didn't really see anything of what our opponent's deck is, so we're just gonna run it again and see if we can figure out what they're running a little more. I guess it's just some sort of... Yeah, I mean, we didn't see anything. So a Hazoret's Monument and basically a duress. And not much else besides that. 3 lands, things to do. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and din, and then a Skirt Prospector on 1. Snoop gives us a good draw on turn 2, which is nice. And all of the monocolor. I love those. I love the gate cycle. I really do. Sorry, what? Die, seek a creature card. Everybody 3 less, gains haste, and 2 less to cast. End of the step side. Alright. I don't know what they're doing, but I'm in for it. We'll go ahead and Secluded Courtyard, naming Goblin, so we can preserve our life total here. I don't want to throw away the Prospector, so I think we'll just sit on it for right now. Next turn, we can Ramen Up Ruins and play the Chieftain we're about to draw into our hand. There goes probably Krenko. Krenko's the big one. Come on. It's the big one. There you go. Come on. Trust your gut. You started hovering over. Yeah, that's what I say. Trust your gut. That was the right play to do. If that's bad. I don't know if he attacks if we give him the trade. Original plan of just Chieftain swing in. We don't mind if we give him the cheaper card. I'm really interested to see what it's going to be. Oh, he doesn't have to reveal it, does he? Yeah, because it's Seek, not... Okay, okay, okay. That's not awful. There's something with it. There's something cute with this card in this format if I really knuckle down and, like, look for it. Grinning Ignis? Is this some sort of Grinning Ignis combo? Or is that what you got? No, no. Something like that, honestly, yeah. It's pretty much. Exactly what we were talking about. I think we'll play the Horde Master. And again, just have a big old board. What's that? We're close enough to winning that I think it's still the correct play, but he can trade into the Horde Master if he correctly sees it. Hi, honey. Don't be a butt. I love you. Daddy's occupado. Go hang out. Yeah, I love you. Opponent could have very easily and should have traded into the Horde Master. This way they'd be at 4 and my board would be significantly lesser. But I understand, you know. I've mentally checked out of games too once I feel like they're over. Hell, I do it all the time. Both, you know, on a video and in my own personal playtime. Forgive. Oh, okay, so it is. Alright. Am I about to just die? Turn into hand. Wait, what? Hang on. Is that infinite mana? Red there. Cast it. Gains a red. Just. Oh, he has. Okay. Alright. Oh, that's very cheeky. Oh, that's fucking great. Alright, yeah. I'll sit here. I have nothing I can do. Can I auto-resolve and it, like... Can I pass resolve all? Oh, please have, like, a grape shot in your hand or something. That's fantastic. Okay, I have to click through. Alright. I'm in it. Please have a storm. I don't even mind losing the storm. They deserve this. They went through all the work. And it makes sense now why they didn't actually block if they had, like, the nuts in hand. Alright, alright, alright. Ah! No! I wanted them to hit it! Oh, I haven't seen that combo go off in person. Those are fantastic games, and I love my opponent's deck there, because in reality, you just play Grape Shot, and then you just kill a person and the game's over. Which is the kind of combo deck I appreciate. Once you hit the combo, basically the game's over once you go through the cycles. Oh man, that's great. Anywho, thank you all for watching. Remember to like the video if you liked it, sub if you like my grab bag of content and might like to see more in the future. And if you have any sort of questions, as long as they're, you know, somewhat nice or constructive, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below. Remember to have a good day and stay safe out there. Bye-bye.